in terms of first question you raised, why is Guru Yoga considered the indispensable backbone of the entire path? Specifically, what makes Lama Chopa so vital that I should dedicate my time to this upcoming commentary series? Of course, in Lama Chopa's commentary, maybe on the first day, I will talk more about what Lama Chopa entailed, the significance of Lama Chopa in a historical context and lineage context, and also content. So what encompasses the Lama Chopa and so forth. And the most important thing for me is shifting from the mere recitation to experience. In Tibetan tradition, many of us, or many of them, chanted, this is famous Guru Yoga in our tradition, just by chanting, so that be beneficial, of course. But also I would like to move this into the experiential plateau. There is a profound difference between the mechanical recitation and experiential meditation. So that's why I would like to offer this 6 session. 6 times, 2 hours class, and also discussion, 1 hour discussion, total 3 hours each session. And also it's encompassing everything, every component. It's a summarized or entire Lamrim graduate path to enlightenment included, and mind training, profound mind training, Lojong practice are embedded. And of course, the highest yoga tantra deities, we arise as a deity, one of the deities. Therefore, we need to have a highest yoga tantric empowerment and moving from recitation to experience. So I'd like to give some core visualization keys and internal alignments, psychological alignments, and the philosophical insight needed to make every verse become alive in each of us. This is also called the union of bliss and emptiness. That's the title of His Holiness's commentary to Lama Chopa. Very nice one. I think I'm going to use that as a reading assignment homework. Very beautiful.
Would you like me to ask one more question? I don't know if this is going to take us off track or maybe something that you wanted to cover in the Lama Chopa session. A lot of people say that the genius of Lama Chopa is the Panchen Lama's ability to have combined the stream of Atisha's Lojong, but also Shantideva's methodology as well, and this being this full culmination. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Again, this Lama Chopa itself is almost like a synthesis of the entire teaching of the streams, Mahayana and the Tantric teaching. So it's a very comprehensive and in relatively long practice, but therefore it has the blessings. Historically speaking, Panchen Lama composed this, and in our lineage. Then Lama Tsongkhapa's Guru Yoga is a shorter one. We practice in Thousands Angels, but this one is the one we usually practice, and when some special occasion, especially, or when my teachers are manifesting his illness, then we repeatedly recited this. And this Tsok, Lama Chopa Tsok. I thought I would teach the Lojong and also some Mahayana teaching, basic compassion, Shantideva teaching, and how to generate bodhicitta and so forth separately. But this Lama Chopa contains everything. So I decided to do a deep dive into this text. In this context, we can learn, and also each of us practice highest yoga tantra. So it's good to integrate everything into this way, in this context, tantric context. Very powerful. Instead of just learning or studying the bodhicitta meditation here, and then Lojong meditation here, integrate everything in this tantric practice. That makes very powerful. even shamatha practice. We recently with the shamatha instruction we receive when Lama comes and become one with Lama, the awakened mind, with your own ordinary mind. Then just rest. That's the kind of prime the condition for shamatha to unveil, one-pointed, focused. Then vipassana, insight, unveil. I thought it would be good to also dive into a little more psychological part of it in this over, we have 3 hours, right, each session. So then first 2 hours I teach or I share and my part, then the question and the answer, then the little more explore this Lama Chopa, the certain aspect or we go the step by step, so focusing on a certain thing, then the psychological or the contemporary practitioners, how this relevant to our mind or that sort of discussion might be very helpful. Instead of thinking this is okay, traditionally this is important, therefore I practice, not like that. Something like a transformational tool.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that connect to cognitive science and developmental psychology, but I'll hold my tongue. Maybe it's not the right place to. But there's just so much stuff, especially if you guys get like excited about like Merleau-Ponty and like Piaget's work on developmental psychology and pedagogy. Like, there's some really fascinating things that are like striking similarities, like, and just are preserved within these wisdom traditions in such an elegant way.
In the future, we can practice together. So that's the benefit.